These important conclusions are at the very heart of the aerosol operations that are being disclosed here. These changes in the very atmosphere that we breathe have a fundamental impact upon the life of this planet, and these aerosol operations have many potential applications that reduce the sanctity of that life. These operations are being conducted. They are being conducted without your participation or your informed consent. They are affecting your life, the lives of those you know and love, and the very life of the planet itself. Telephotos have been captured in the earlier phase of operations that directly show emissions from aircraft that are in complete defiance of any normal contrail formation. These unusual emissions are not a result of environmental conditions. They originate from the aircraft and can be shown in these cases to have no dependence upon even the engines of the aircraft. HEPA, or high-efficiency particulate air filters, have been used in various states to directly filter the outdoor air in repeated tests. Some of the materials found include the repeated presence of unusual filaments, a gel formation, crystals, and powders. Extraordinary levels of particulate materials have been directly observed and recorded using simple methods discovered by citizens across the country. These methods include the corona of the sun and extremely powerful lamps. Caution with the solar method is especially advised. These observations have been taken under the most ideal weather and air quality conditions, and they nevertheless provide alarming and direct evidence of the substantial changes that have occurred in our atmosphere. Rainwater samples have been distilled to concentrate any solid materials or particulates. Metallic-based materials are evident upon observation. Unusual airborne filament samples have been collected from a variety of locations across the nation, as well as the globe. These fibers are highly unusual in their properties, and any claims of being simply spider webs cannot be substantiated. Samples of these fibers have been sent directly to the Administrator of the United States Environmental Protection Agency. Subsequent observation of these fibers under the microscope produces disturbing results, including the occurrence of unusual biological components. The United States EPA has refused to identify these fibers. A variety of electromagnetic devices have been developed and used. This investigation has resulted from the plausible hypothesis that the atmosphere has now been modified into what is called a plasma state, or an electrified gas. Testing has produced a variety of indications that this hypothesis is indeed correct, and that the atmosphere is regularly being used for electromagnetic applications. ELF energy is of special concern because of its direct connection to the health aspects of the electromagnetic nature of human beings. Artificial pulse energy appears to now have been detected on a variety of occasions, and evidence indicates that it is now a part of our unseen environment. Electrolysis methods have further confirmed the existence of unexpected ionizing metallic salts within our atmosphere. Radar anomalies also continue to point to the presence of an altered electromagnetic environment. The testing and sampling methods and results that you have just witnessed are necessary due to the abject failure of the public environmental authorities to respond appropriately to the many requests for investigation that have been made by countless citizens. The responses of the so-called officials and authorities has already become painfully apparent.
I've been a pilot for over 40 years. I've been flying. I stopped counting my hours at 3,500 hours, which is a fair amount. I've owned 7 airplanes in my life. I have ratings all the way up to twin IFR. I am not jet rated, but everything else but. Today, Clifford, when all of a sudden you see these trails in the sky in the morning when you wake up, and by late morning, early afternoon, the sky is totally overcast. It is not natural. The government and other people say, oh, well, that's a contrail. condensation, contrail, that all planes do at a certain altitude. And I said, you don't know what you're talking about. Yes, there are contrails. Go back to World War II, we had contrails, but they didn't last. This was, in those days, it was condensation of moisture. And then it dissipates after, I don't know, maybe depending on the altitude, maybe a minute. Maybe a little over a minute, but around a minute, and it's gone. These things last all day long, unless there's a strong wind and it blows out of the way. Now it's gotten so bad, and I talk to people, as you know, all over the world, and it's happening almost every country that I'm aware of in the world. We have listeners in at least 50 countries that we know of, and people are always reporting back. If we get into a discussion or times that you have been on the show before, people come back and just report incredible experiences. They have a lot of respiratory problems. They never had that before. People are having a lot of sinus problems. They've never had that before. And it's always after they have been inundated with some of these sprays. You also asked about, how do people feel about it? They are extremely concerned because there seems to be something that is happening that is affecting them physically and in some cases even emotionally and psychologically. So there is a drastic change in what is happening around us in 5 years, 5.5 years. And people have never seen this or experienced this before.
Here we go. Just coming outside to see this shit. What is going on in the sky today? What is going on? What is that?
No, Melody. Mummy's holding all those up. Come on, darling.
Attempt to kill us. Sure of it. Look at them.
Now when the other one comes back and start putting noughts and crosses and squares, then you're really worried.
Daddy's box shorts. 12 those up.
Yeah, it just looks so disgusting. It looks like it's poisonous that it's coming out the sky.
I think it is. There's enough. There's two over there, look, that are actually flying right now. You see it that way?
Yeah, I know. But the whole sky is covered in just white stuff that's come out of planes. I don't think it is water vapour. I think it can't be water vapour. Otherwise it would have disappeared in seconds. This lasts for hours. And it's sort of ominous. Look at the state of that. This is like supposed to be a blue sky, but it's never blue anymore. It's all shit.
Yeah, I think most people have noticed chemtrails because it's not natural to have something crisscrossing you in your sky and staying around for hours. I think they're a carrier for all kinds of biological and chemical warfare. The other is what they're calling aerial pharmacopoeia.
Please remain on the line for a representative.
May I help you?
I wanted to let you know that there are planes or something spraying some kind of aerosol over Manhattan right now.
Do you want to make noise complaints, sir?
Actually, they're quiet. It's very unusual because I do see commercial jets and they're making noise, but there are several smaller planes spraying something. They've totally clouded up the sky today. I'm wondering if you've gotten some complaints about that so far.
Well, I don't see any alert. Let me see if I have the service for that. Just give me one moment, sir. So it's not a noise complaint, it's just that you want to find out if there is something going on in Manhattan?
So over Queens and Manhattan, and I'm wondering if, should we stay inside or... I don't know.
I'm going to have to place you on hold. Just give me one moment, okay? Thank you.